Hi Libra, thank you so much for joining me for your mid-month money and career tarot reading. I do hope you're doing well, and I do want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join this Libran tribe, and leave me a comment down below, okay, or several. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, do keep in mind this is general, but do remember to check out your other placements within your individual chart for more messages. This is a very interesting beginning. I did channel the message before one of the attempts to get this started that it's time for you to shine, okay? And I really do feel like you're glowing in the second half of the month. There's a nice balance between you being overly serious and towards your commitments and what you need to achieve, being very structured to an extent, but also there's all parts of the second half of the month where you're having fun with it, okay? You're letting loose, you're expressing oneself, having a good time, okay? And it's that balance that is giving you the results that you need at this time. I do feel like you're manifesting a true level of success and growth for your business, for your job, your career in general, okay? I'm hearing money will improve, making progress coming out, all right? And I sense that it's the second half of October where you're seeing things moving in the right direction. You could be acquiring a part-time or a full-time job. You will interview with ease, but I do sense that you're pushing oneself to step outside of the box, okay? The box of comfort, the box of what feels normal or just recognizable, and that's giving you more growth, more progress in the upward direction, okay? Interesting wording, but I do sense that things are moving for you. The wheel's churning for Libra, and I do feel like your mind is being put to use, and I do sense there's a bit of life-changing success taking place in the second half of the month for you, and you're being reminded as you get this push to glow in certain ways, to shine, to again step out into the public eye potentially, that you're a star in the making. We're gonna go with those three. And I really do feel like your hard work is paying off, okay? Whatever you've been putting your blood, sweat, and tears towards, that's thriving, okay? People are impressed. People like the way you look and just your vibe, your personality. I just feel as if you are one to look out for, okay? That's what I have to say. Interesting. I feel like that was key wording. That's what I have to say. We're going to pull from the tarot for Libra. I sense that the energy in a home situation or in a work situation is a little bit rough or just not perfect, okay? There's potentially moody people around you or just spiritual messing with taking place. You need to just take a deep breath, reground oneself. But I sense that there's a push to recognize you're not, or to remember, you're not leaving a situation, at least not yet, okay? If this is a job you wish to move towards something better for oneself, whether it's at the beginning of a business or just another job to replace it in the future, or it could be you wanted to move to a new place of residence. It could be both for some. The time isn't now, okay? It's a time to focus on what you're developing, creating, and how things are thriving for you, okay? But I do feel like even in that situation, for a lot of Libras drawn to the reading, you're being appreciated or just acknowledged. 333 on the timestamp, okay? I really do feel like it's a very spiritual second half of the month for you, where you're succeeding to an extreme extent, okay? People will want more of what you're offering. People will want to know how you're doing what you're doing with such ease or just in such an impressive way. I do feel like there's also a vibe about you where you don't feel rushed, okay? You do not feel rushed. In one way, slow progression is purposeful, or at certain points, just recognize and remember that. But I just sense that you feel the need to move slowly, okay? And that's fine. I do sense that that's helping you preserve, make the best out of the resources you do have at this time. And people don't have to get it. I feel the need to say people don't have to get why you made certain changes in the past, why you want what you want at this point along your path, or they don't have to get how you're doing what you're doing for work, okay? For your business, for your job, you name it. Leave them questioning. The mystery is beautiful, okay? And here you are, justice. I'm a Leo, Libra if you're new to the channel, so I totally get you, but I do feel as if you're gaining a level of justice in regards to what you've put into something, or in regards to past disappointments, slip-ups, changes that didn't work out in your favor. I just feel like you need to keep things in perspective because you're succeeding, to say the frickin' least, okay? I mean, how many times have I shown this specific card? But these go hand in hand. You're seeing the scales balance out for you in certain ways. So when there's a slight rough moment of energy or spiritual messing with, or you just see oneself really thinking about or just desiring more or something different, bring one's focus back to perspective, back to what is working for you at this time and how much better it is, if not will remind you, in comparison to the past. Okay, there's a reminder that everything happens for a reason. Okay, I feel like there is somebody quite emotional around you. Okay, once again, but there's a wish fulfillment taking place. People are noticing you, I can tell you that much. People are seeing you as somebody who doesn't budge but also is very flexible in other ways. You just know what you're doing, okay? You just know what you're doing. There's this feeling that you're being spiritually protected in a lot of ways, but then there are moments when the spotlight is right upon you and people can't help but, even if they didn't previously, can't help but acknowledge the fact that you know what you're doing and you're very impressive and skilled all the meanwhile. I mean, there's just, again, a reminder that you're a star in the making, okay? And I just feel as if it's like the slow progress from the past is no longer a part of your situation, okay? Things are starting to just one after the other snowball for you, okay? But for whatever reason, whether it's due to you not feeling the inclination to rush or just having the experience and knowledge to do things in a strategic way, I feel like you're working smarter at times, at least for the most part, not harder, and it's leaving you with a lack of stress, okay? It's like you're not sweating the small stuff, okay? But I just feel like there's, at one point, an adjustment in perspective. It could be in regards, excuse me, it could be in regards to another wish fulfillment you desire on the horizon, wrapped up to your money and career. And you're being reminded that it does lie on the horizon and divine timing when it's meant to. But I also feel like there's part of your work or part of you through when you're at work, okay, or at home, could be all of which, when you are where you are pushing others to adjust their perspective, okay? I do feel like there are rants taking place. There is spiritual speaking through. I feel as if you know more than meets the eye, and that's coming into play. People sort of see that. Remember that even if you're not expressing it, the gateway to your souls is telling others more about what you're going through on an internal level or behind closed doors than you maybe would want to, okay? Or yeah, just remember that. Remember as well, there's multiple ways you have learned and succeeded with going about achieving something. So you can do a mixture. I don't know how that comes into play for you, but I do sense that there's a push to focus on your goals, your wishes, your dreams. You're manifesting quite a lot at this time, all right? And I feel like even outside of your money and career, so that could be on your mind while you're working or just doing certain tasks around the home or around the work environment, or both. But I sense that there's a push to ask oneself, what do I truly desire, okay? But also to stay grateful for what you have at hand. But it's this vibe where you're not stressed, but you just want more, okay? You'll gain certain levels of success, right? Increase in numbers, however it works for you. Financial commitment coming into play into one's mind, but also finances coming in. And it's this point where you're grateful, right? You're very thankful and happy about it, but you just want more. It makes you a bit hungry or more so, and that's totally okay, but there's a need to keep the hope alive and just desire what you want in a very hopeful, optimistic manner, okay? And you'll manifest it all the meanwhile when the time is right. But don't let your hunger wear you out, okay? Very interesting. Yeah, I just feel like you have a lot on your plate, okay? And it could feel like the energy in the air at times is a bit heavy, but I do sense that you're quite a mystery, okay? Don't be surprised if people gift you throughout the month, the rest of the month of October. But there are thoughts of the past, okay? Past commitments with your finances, past jobs. But I do sense that you are keeping to oneself in regards to your next moves. Very strategic and very, very smart. I do sense that people are pushing you to understand that you're talented, or people are reminding you. You can even find that Spirit's working through others to make sure that you're remembering that you're a star in the making, okay? And it just feels like you're moving with a level of passion that leaves you seeing this life-changing success one moment after another, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the rest of your month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libra.